What's up and welcome back. If you're watching this video right now, you're doing some research or you're excited to hit that buy button just like I was. This is the Hobart 240. Just want to open the box and show you what's inside. Also wanted to mention that this was the kit that comes with the SpoolRunner 200. And if you didn't know, this is how you're able to weld aluminum on this machine, which is really exciting. And the fact that it's a 200 amp spool gun is pretty epic. It's gonna have a lot better duty cycle than a lot of the other spool guns you get with the smaller machines. I assume over here is our gun, MIG gun. And where's my knife? Let's open this up, see what we got inside. Owner's record. What's that? Oh, little gauge. This is the regulator for the gas. Oh, that thing feels heavy. I'm used to Bob the Buzz box chain. I'm used to Bob the Buzz box, which is a much smaller beginner welder. So all this feels a lot heavier duty. Here we go. That is our MIG gun. Wow, that feels really nice. Let's pop that sucker open. That feels like a very quality gun. Ground clamp. Gas hose. Directions. Apparently you can get electric shock. You can cause a fire or explosion. Alright, good to know. Let's check out the spool gun. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's our extra tips. Radical. Booyah. Check this thing out. I've never used a spool gun, so I'm pretty darn excited. That thing is big. I mean, as to be expected with a spool gun, right? Radical. Cannot wait to put this to use. This is my first spool gun. This is my first big welder, but man, you guys, we're gonna do some cool stuff. Before we set any of that up, let's get this thing off the crate. Let's grab yourself a ratchet so this goes quicker. Oh, that just slid out. I bet that will just slide out of the other one. Yeah, cool. I don't really want to lift on it from this, but I wonder if we can just lift it. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do that many times. Oh, good. Plenty of boot clearance underneath. Oh, yes. Oh, amazing. Let's hook up the ground clamp and the MIG gun. Open this up. Grab yourself a 3/4 inch socket wrench. So we've got the hole in the front here that we can feed this stuff through. We'll start with the ground clamp. Take off our negative nut here, and we can feed our ground clamp through. Has that nice cover. Everything feels like really great quality, which I expect with Hobart. Everything I've read says that these Hobart machines are millers, but with a few less bells and whistles. All right, very good. Then we'll hook up the MIG gun, take the cap off the end of it, loosen this here. Make sure this gets all the way in. If it doesn't, then your gas won't feed right, and well, things just won't work right. So, all right, when that's in all the way, clamp it down. Beautiful. Attached to both guns is this 4-pin connector. It's ribbed, so there's only one way it can go on. Also, the this tensioner sleeve nut thingy, there's only one way that will go in too, so just twist it until you can get that on further, and then you can twist it the rest of the way. There we go. This is pretty obvious, on and off. On the front of the machine here, we have a setup guide for different metal thicknesses, tells you wire speed and voltage. It's just a gauge. Of course, you always want to test on a piece of scrap before you roll with those settings. And here we have a storage tray for your tips and pieces and stuff. I don't have any wire or gas yet for this machine. Obviously, wire spool comes on here. We have a spool tension and obviously our little pulley tensioner. That's all pretty self-explanatory. This machine does not automatically adjust for the input voltage that you plug it into from your wall. So if you have 208, you'll have to come down here, open this panel, and move this little connector over so that you have the correct voltage input setting. Now, I chose this machine because as much as I love Bob the Bub's box, my little Lincoln welder you'll see in the DIY workbench video, I just am tired of fighting the duty cycle on welders, and I wanted something that I could weld up to 3/8 basically all day, and that's what this thing's gonna do. I think it's something like 60% duty cycle at 200 amps or something crazy. Basically for 3/8 of an inch, it'll go all day. It goes up to 1/2 inch, which means it does 3/8 better, is the way I like to think about it. And it has that SpoolRunner 200 spool gun, which, like I said, is a higher amperage, better duty cycle than any of the smaller multi-process machines. Like I said, I don't have a tank yet, but we'll just let this chain hang out right here so it's ready for us when I do get the bottle. Stick our gas hose in, and I'll be picking up a bottle of MIG Mix and argon, that way I can do the aluminum when I'm ready. Do not use MIG Mix on aluminum. I did a lot of research before buying this machine. I called stores, shops, read a lot of forum threads, and everything I read and everyone I talked to said that Hobarts are Millers. The quality, the components, everything you can expect to be as good as a Miller. You just don't get some of the bells and whistles like a fancy digital screen, but that's okay. We've got our little handy dandy setup guides in there. And what's wrong with twisting a couple knobs? There's nothing wrong with twisting a couple knobs. That's what I'm used to anyway. Yeah, but it's about half the stinking price. So the wheels, good enough. I could see those. They're kind of plasticky. That's probably the worst part. Which, if those wheels are the worst part, then I don't think we're gonna have any problems here. So thank you all for watching. If I left anything out, let me know in the comments below. Always happy to answer your questions. I feel like I covered everything. Would have been nice to put a bottle and spool wire on, but anyway, I won't be doing a review video for quite a while. I want to make sure I use it through and through first. This will be the workhorse of the channel. We're going to do a lot of cool projects on this welder, so look forward to more. Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell so you can get notified when I release new videos. See you on the next one.